Good morning, private practice success community. It is Gerda here, of course, clinical psychologist and your private practice success business coach and mentor. And welcome to the morning walk/run. I know I keep on saying it, but I feel like, and what I keep on saying is it's more a walk than a run. Must be all the extra COVID kilos that we have been packing on as a result of not being in our normal routines. That's just an excuse, right? So I'll just own the fact that I'm not doing what I'm meant to, but I'm still out here walking and I will be running. So I do like interval, fast walk, run, fast walk, run. A bit of interval running. That sounds very fancy, doesn't it? So say hi and hello if you're hopping on and joining me on this Monday morning run. And it's a bit later than normal, but that's okay. It's a public holiday after all. And I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. Woke up with a headache, which is normally a really good excuse not to come out, right? So the first thing that happens to me, even though I think I'm pretty well trained in mindset stuff, but like we're all human, right? The first thing my brain says is, oh, you can't go for a morning run. You've got a headache, Gerda. Thing is this. This is what I know about headaches for myself and from my own experience, right? So there was a time when I did a lot of chronic pain management in my work as a clinical psychologist. And I was doing some additional research on it. And I came across a very interesting journal article. And the gist of the article was the following. Hey Amber, how are you? The gist was this. It basically said that the best medicine for a headache is to go out and run 100 meters for as fast as you can. For as fast as you can. Apparently, according to this scientific journal article that was published in a medical journal, it said that that is the best thing, the fastest way to get rid of a headache. And when I read that the first time, I went, fuck me, that's not happening. Just imagine waking up with a headache, you know, those ones that feels like your head is in a vice grip on your tradie husband's work table in your double garage that hasn't seen a car in it for the last 10 years because it's full of tradie tools and all other kinds of tradie shit, right? And there's that vice grip on that workbench and it feels like your head is in there and somebody keeps on tightening the screws around it. Imagine sitting with that and having to go run 100 meters as fast as you can. Hell no, that's not happening. But I understood, and I still do, understand the principle behind it, right? Because when you have a headache, what's generally happening is that the blood vessels in your brain is constricted. And that constriction causes pain. So when you go out and you start running and doing 100 meters at top speed is the quickest way for this to happen. What happens, because all of a sudden your breathing increases because your body needs oxygen to do this running thing, what happens? It opens up the blood vessels and therefore it releases the constriction that's been caused, and therefore it eases your headache, right? Now, of course, not all headaches is caused by this, right? And I'm not saying this is a medical doctor. But what I took away from that journal article was, you know, it is a journal article, it's research, and as professional mental health professionals, we don't take everything that's researched and apply it as is, right? We take from it what will work on the clinical population that we treat and that we support and help and counsel. So the way that I've incorporated that into my own life was as follows. Thanks for love heart and the hello Amber. So when I get up and I wake up with a morning headache, I will check in with myself and ask, how bad is this headache? If it's a 6 out of 10 or less, I will go for my morning walk and run. And you know what? It helps. It actually does work. It clears it up. Now, if it's a 7 out of 10 or higher, I'm not going to put myself through the initial torture. You might feel okay doing that. I'm not up for that. I would then first do the Panadols, and maybe I'll go, once I feel a bit better, for a later walk or run in the afternoon. Of course, the one thing I don't want to do is torture myself. That's no fun. So that's what I do. So this morning's headache was round about a 4 to a 5 out of 10. So it's there. I don't like having headaches anyway, right? It's just so annoying. So of course I'm here on my morning run. It's still there in the background because I haven't done much running, but I can guarantee you once I hop off here and I start running, it's going to dissipate. I know, because I've done it so many times before. So it's really about finding what works for you, getting to know yourself, your body, and your habits, and managing that resourcefully. So that, of course, is the headaches from a physical standpoint. And I know as a business owner, as a private practice business owner, I know that a lot of us have been having a lot of headaches in our businesses of late. A lot of things keeping people up, making you having to really step outside of the box, become very innovative, very creative. And a lot of you have been doing that, and I applaud that absolutely, right? I'm currently running a program with 65 private practice owners, and they've all said yes to introducing online programs, group programs into their service offering. And I mean, we're like 2 modules in, and the amazing stuff that's coming out of that has just been awesome. I can't wait to see what these guys are gonna deliver at the end of the day, right? And for me, when there's a headache, whether it's a literal one, physical one, metaphorical one, a business one, the way that I approach it is from a problem-solving approach, right? It's like, you're not gonna beat me. What do I need to do considering what's going on? This headache, okay, what's happening? Let's step back. Let's take an observer outside helicopter look at it. Let's zoom out before we decide what it is that we need to do. Because sometimes we're just too close to the problem, right? Just too close, and you can't see the forest for the trees. I have found that so many times in my own business dealings, and that is where having somebody like a mentor or a coach that comes in with no emotional attachment to what's happening, because let's face it, our business, our practice is like our babies, right? It's like a limb, it's like a part of you. There is an emotional attachment. I still have it, even though I don't even work physically in my practices anymore. There's still that heart connection to this business that I started more than 12 years ago now, right? And again, that's where having somebody that comes from the outside with none of those attachment is in a better position to give you strategic, logical, rational business input on what it is that you need to do with that particular headache that you're having in your practice. So my invitation for you this morning is that if you are finding that you are too close with what's happening in your practice and that you have headaches, and you know what? It is normal to have headaches in your business, because that's what business is all about. And every time you level up, there's going to be new headaches. You know that saying, new level, new devil? But you know you are stuck when it's the same issues that keep on coming up. The same issues over and over. That's when you know you need some outside input. So if you feel like it's time for you to intervene and get some outside help, then do consider joining the hot seat sessions. We kick off this Saturday. Every Saturday starting, I think it's the 9th this Saturday, for 6 weeks at 9 a.m. on the Saturday morning. We are getting together to problem solve in a mini mastermind setting what's going on for you in your practice. And it's basically where you'll come in, you'll tell me, this is my headache, Gerda, this is my problem, and I will help you fix it. I will tell you what I would have done if it's my practice. I will give you objective, strategic business input on that specific issue. So if you're interested to learn more, hop on over to my website at gerdamala.com.au/the hot seat sessions. We've got 5 people in the group already. They've started connecting. Personally, I don't think I'll let in more than 8. So that means there's like 3 more places available that will fill. So check it out. Come join us and let's get rid of those headaches. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna love and leave you so that I can start running and get rid of me physical headache that I have. And my big hill is just down here. I'm gonna go down the hill. It takes me all the way to the beach, and then I'm gonna come back again. So I'll speak to you soon. Have a fabulous Monday. And remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes. Yes. To your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. Bye for now.